Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Oh, wait.
Awesome. So today we're heading into the forests of Asia
Oh, cool.
to meet a bird. That's pretty incredible.
Sounds fun.
It is. The Great Indian Hornbill. Have you heard of it?
I have. Pretty impressive creatures.
Yeah, they are. They're kind of like a symbol of those forests.
Yeah.
You know, a flying gardener.
The flying gardener.
That's what they call them. We're going to dig into why and also talk about the threats they face.
Right, because sadly, a lot of amazing creatures are facing threats these days.
That's true. And we've got some great excerpts from pasted text to help us learn more.
Perfect.
By the end of this, you'll be like a hornbill expert.
I'm ready.
So, first things first, this bird is big.
Oh, yeah, I've seen pictures. They're quite striking.
Yeah, 5-foot wingspan, black and white, and then there's this, like, yellow on the beak.
And that casque, right.
Yeah, the casque. That's the thing on top of their head.
Like a big horn, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, what even is that thing?
Well, it's made of keratin, same stuff as our fingernails.
Oh.
But it's hollow.
Wait, hollow. What's the point of that?
It's all about weight. Really, think about it. They spend most of their time in the trees.
Yeah, makes sense. So, like, they need to be light.
Exactly. And the casque actually helps amplify their calls.
Oh. So it's like a built-in megaphone?
Pretty much. It helps them communicate across long distances in the dense forest.
Smart.
And, there's the whole attracting a mate thing, too.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Like peacocks with their feathers?
Yeah. Bigger, brighter casque, healthier mate, that kind of thing.
What's that? Survival of the fittest and all that.
Exactly.
So we talked about them being called flying gardeners.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Let's go up with that.
It's all about their diet. Great Indian hornbills are mostly frugivores.
Frugivores.
Means they eat mainly fruit. Figs are their favorite.
Oh, fig lovers.
Big time.
But how does eating figs make them gardeners?
So they eat the figs, swallow the seeds and all. Those seeds travel through their system, which actually helps them get ready to sprout.
Oh.
And then, get this, hornbills fly pretty far, right?
Makes sense with that wingspan.
Right, so they poop out the seeds in different spots, basically planting new fig trees all over.
So they're like spreading the forest as they fly.
Exactly.
That is so cool.
And it's not just figs. They eat other fruits, even small animals sometimes, helping keep things balanced.
Right, biodiversity and all that.
It's all connected, yep.
Speaking of which, our text mentions the Western Ghats. What are those exactly?
So those are mountains running down India's west coast.
Oh, like a mountain range.
Yep, and they're super important for biodiversity. Tons of unique plants and animals there.
Wow, a real hotspot then.
You got it.
Perfect place for hornbills, I guess. Lots of those dense forests they love.
Yep. Western Ghats, northeastern India, Southeast Asia, all prime hornbill real estate.
Cool. Now, besides eating and pooking seeds, what else do we know about their life, like in the trees?
Well, they're pretty social. They live in pairs or small groups, and their nesting habits are fascinating.
Oh yeah, the text mentioned that.
Yeah, the female actually seals herself inside a tree cavity during nesting.
Seals herself in? Like how?
They use a mix of mud, droppings, and food bits to create a wall, leaving only a small opening.
Wow, that's commitment.
Right. The male brings her food through that opening.
No wonder they're seen as symbols of, like, strength and all.
Totally. Like the Nishi tribe in India sees them as representing vitality.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And their feathers and casques are often used in ceremonies.
Oh, that's right. The text mentioned that.
Though these days, there's a push for using replicas instead.
Yeah, got to protect the birds.
Exactly.
Sadly, they need protecting, right? Like, what are the big threats they're facing?
Well, deforestation is huge. Less forest means less space, less food, less nesting sites.
Yeah.
And then there's hunting for their casques, feathers, sometimes even for food.
It's sad that people would hunt them for those things.
It is. But, there's good news too.
Oh, good. What's that?
Lots of efforts to help them. Habitat restoration, anti-poaching stuff, and educating people about how important hornbills are.
That's great to hear.
And ecotourism can help too.
How so?
Well, if local communities can make money from protecting the birds and the forests,
Yeah.
it gives them a reason to care, a way to benefit.
Makes sense.
Sustainable living, A&G conservation, win-win.
I like it. So it sounds like the Great Indian Hornbill is way more than just a cool-looking bird.
Oh, for sure.
They're like gardeners, seed spreaders, symbols of strength, all rolled into one.
And super important to the whole ecosystem.
Yeah, our text mentioned that protecting them helps protect whole forests.
It's true. They're a keystone species.
It makes you wonder, right? What other creatures rely on the hornbill, even indirectly?
That's a good thought.
Something to ponder. Thanks for joining us on this hornbill adventure. It's been a wild ride. Until next time.
See ya.